Imagine you're on NoFap and every 10th day you just end up watching porn for some reason. Maybe it started by having a bad experience at work or at school or whatever. But the first time after 10 days you watch porn, the second time you're like, okay, I'm gonna fix this. I'm going to do the NoFap streak again. But again, after 10 days, for some reason, you just end up watching porn. And so when the third time rolls around, at day 10, you're already anxious about watching porn and you give in to the temptation and urges. You have been the victim of a self-fulfilling prophecy, one of the most malicious, negative urge creation, urge generation machines that exists on NoFap. It can exist at any time. It can be after 3 days, after 3 months, or even after 3 years. It doesn't matter. If you have a psychological bias towards relapsing after a certain amount of time, or if you think you're gonna have trouble resisting urges after 1 year, you're unconsciously sabotaging your own progress. And this is a psychological phenomenon, and it generates urges. You literally generate your own urges. Look, after 7 days, even 3-4 days, you don't really have those insane urges physiologically on NoFap. You're unlikely to have them unless you get triggered. You're not gonna have them. You're not gonna struggle. However, if you have this self-fulfilling prophecy, you are going to experience urges that are just as bad as they're on day 1 or maybe day 2. And it is going to be even harder to resist because you are already thinking that it's impossible to resist. You see the problem with that? You generate your own urges and then make it harder by negative affirmation to resist them. It's crazy. Luckily, this type of self-fulfilling prophecy works both ways. So if you tend to wear lucky clothing when you get a promotion or get a girlfriend at a certain spot, if you go to that same spot or you wear the same clothes, you're more likely to be lucky. It's just like a law of attraction thing, and it is, as I said, it can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. Now when it comes to NoFap, it is very hard to fix this unless you start like a self-negotiation and start finding loopholes in your quote-unquote rule. So I would do something like, okay, if I failed the last 5, 10, 15 times at day 10 of my NoFap streak with this specific method, on that specific day or 2, I will try something else. I'm going to make sure that I'm unable to watch porn during that time by booking a flight or going for a holiday, a vacation, a fitness camp, a meditation retreat, whatever. Because maybe even something as easy as trying a new method during those days. Hey, I'm gonna do something new. I'm gonna do a cold shower. I'm gonna do a sauna, cold plunge, a different type of exercise, a different type of activity, because it upsets the rhythm. These things work in cycles. If you are able to break the cycle, you will be able to break the illusion that it's impossible to resist those specific urges. Yeah, so breaking the cycle works. The first time you do it is going to be the hardest, and then the second time is going to be easier, but hopefully you will only need one time to break that, and then you will be able to distance yourself from porn for good.